Sudan is on the brink of collapse, and the world is watching in horror as a new wave of violence engulfs the nation. But here's where it gets even more devastating. The paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF, have seized control of El Fasher, the last major stronghold in Darfur, after an 18-month siege that trapped tens of thousands of civilians. This isn't just another battle, it's a turning point that could lead to the country's partition. And this is the part most people miss. The RSF's brutal tactics are eerily reminiscent of the Rwandan genocide, according to Yale University's Humanitarian Research Lab. So, what exactly happened in El Fasher this week? In a bold statement, the RSF declared they had liberated the city from mercenaries and militias. But the reality is far darker. The Sudanese army, led by Gen. Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, admitted defeat, withdrawing to safer ground. Since then, reports have emerged of RSF fighters targeting unarmed civilians in ethnically motivated attacks, detaining residents, and demanding ransoms for their release. This is where it gets controversial. While the RSF claims to be restoring order, their actions suggest a systematic campaign of ethnic cleansing against Fur, Zaghawa, and Berti indigenous communities. How do we know all this? With international journalists barred from Darfur, and a media blackout in El Fasher, the truth has surfaced through chilling video footage, some of it filmed by the RSF themselves, satellite imagery, and harrowing testimonies from survivors who fled to nearby Tawila. The UN has described videos showing dozens of unarmed men being shot or lying dead, surrounded by RSF fighters. Pro-democracy activists have also shared footage of bodies strewn alongside burnt-out vehicles. Yale's analysis of satellite images reveals large clusters consistent with human bodies and red discoloration on the ground, further corroborating the atrocities. But here's the bigger question: who are the RSF, and why does Sudan's civil war seem so intractable? The RSF emerged in 2013 from the remnants of the Janjaweed militia, notorious for their role in the Darfur genocide that killed up to 300,000 people under former dictator Omar al-Bashir. The current conflict erupted in 2023 after a power struggle between the RSF and the Sudanese army, with both sides accused of war crimes. The RSF, in particular, has been implicated in genocide and mass rape against ethnic Masalit and non-Arab communities. Earlier this year, a London conference brought together 17 countries, the EU, and the African Union to address the crisis. While it yielded new aid pledges, critics pointed out that some participants, notably the United Arab Emirates (UAE), have been accused of fueling the conflict. Sudan's military government claims the UAE has supplied arms to the RSF, allegations the Emiratis deny. However, a leaked UN report revealed multiple flights from the UAE to Chad, where arms smuggling into Darfur has been documented. The UAE's ties to the RSF date back to the 2015 Yemen war, where the group recruited fighters for Saudi and UAE forces. Sudan's gold reserves, much of which have ended up in the UAE, further complicate this relationship. And this is the part that demands your attention. As the international community grapples with how to respond, the people of Sudan are paying the price. Famine, displacement, and mass killings have become the norm. But is the world doing enough? Are some nations complicit in this crisis? And what does this mean for Sudan's future? Let's not just observe, let's debate. What do you think? Is the international community failing Sudan? Or is this a conflict beyond anyone's control? Share your thoughts in the comments. This conversation needs your voice.